There is this huge paradox in living in self, brothers. There is this huge paradox in when we are about to do something that is worthwhile, then the shit requires effort. The shit requires something that is not easy. And so, throughout my journey, I got to realize that anything that I've been able to accomplish, quote unquote accomplish, because at the end of the day, I don't fucking know what does it mean to accomplish anything. I mean, what is that? What are the limits? Marathon, ultra marathon, running 1,000 miles. What the fucking hell is that? I don't know. The point over here being is that when I've been able to get, when I just realized that I'm living in a body that I always wanted to when I was a teenage boy, or I'm really with my work ethic, I'm really on the point where I always wanted to be at, or with my fitness, or with my finances, more or less, I'm independent. I'm not at the point where I wanted to be at, but I'm quite good. And so the point over here being is that what I've got to realize is that when I've been able to get to something, I got to fucking struggle. And so I just got to realize that the best indicator to tell whether I'm on the right path or not is if I'm stopping and thinking about it. Wait a minute, man. How can I be doing all these things to be easy? And I'm just trying to flip it and flop it and try it this way, that way, and I just simply cannot find an easy way. I just simply cannot find an easy way out. I just simply cannot find a simple solution out there. I'm just flipping. Man, like, should I supposed to be starting my days with working out and after reading and after getting all the 10, 12 hours of work done? Or I supposed to be waking up and working out and after working and have the reading at the end of the day when I don't have the brain capacity? Or I'm supposed to be cutting reading, but the problem if I'm cutting reading is that, my mind just simply doesn't function that good. Or if I'm doing the whole thing in the morning, that I'll be just simply getting into this blast state and I do not want to fucking work, then that way my business will be dying. And since I'm dedicated to that thing, then what will happen that way? And if I'm doing the workout in the morning, then I have to sacrifice that amount of time. Then if I'm doing it in the middle of the day, that's hard either. I will be sluggish that way. It's like, it's hard anyways. It's hard. I can try it a trillion times. I can vary all the metrics a trillion times in a trillion ways. But it still will be fucking hard. No matter what I do, my days will be still fucking hard. And so I got to realize that, wait a minute, man. This indicates something. The very first thing is that perhaps you're living a life that is worth living. I mean, if in the moment it's not the easiest, but I'm making progress. So for example, this is Sunday, and I've got the worst, the fucking shit that I've been afraid of getting done in the whole month. Doing manual fucking work of extracting all of the potential leads for my business. I was like, man. And I got that shit done. I was like, man, like, this is good. That wasn't easy. I felt like a piece of shit, I felt like I'm not good. But I got shit done. And I got to realize that the more I'm evolving, that I'm just simply getting better and better and better and better and better. I just simply didn't have the mood. I was, low under myself many days last week. And I still did pick up the phone, and I still almost was able to one call close motherfuckers. I was like, and I was learning so fucking much. Man, cut the fuck out that sign-up fee. These people are fucking cold, bro. Like, they will not be paying you money up front. Cut up the sign-up fee. You cannot be selling them anything because you cannot convince them that you are that good. You do not represent any kind of a fucking value to them. You can be the best fucking... You can be fucking Jordan Belfort too. Can't sell, motherfucker, that shit because they will not be trusting you. And this is something that I got to realize. So how motherfucker starts? Hey man, I'm coming to you. Obviously, let's start this thing. And I'm not coming up with a way that, hey man, like, I'm giving you everything. here's where negotiation is coming in. And I'll be saying, hey man, like, let's do it this way. So let's find a common path. But the point over here is that they will not come to me. I do not have testimonials. I am not that good. I'm just simply not that fucking good. Period. And throughout these miseries and throughout these struggles, like, man, I didn't really have the mood for that. I just got through, I still gone through that thing. And the work still added up. I still learned my lessons, despite I didn't have the mood for that. And now I'm more than that. But if I haven't gotten that shit done, then I wouldn't be here. I was like, man, this is worthwhile. And so the greatest indicator, and this is my conclusion regarding to this topic, the greatest indicator here will be that if I want to know whether what I'm doing is worthwhile or not, I'm just simply trying to think about that. Is it hard what I'm doing? I mean, like, challenging. It doesn't necessarily be hard, but like challenging mentally, physically, whatever the fuck it might be. And if the answer for that is nope, it's like super easy, then it means that I'm not evolving. It's like I'm just repeating that shit. And so the best indicator over here will be that, man, if you can flip it 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times and try to approach the whole thing from 1,000 other angles and it's still hard, then you're on the right path. And so this is something that I got to realize, man. And this is not easy to digest, but this is life. This is life, perhaps. The thing is, what we're doing and is worthwhile will come perhaps through sacrifice and self, not necessarily sacrifice, but self-effort. And this is a topic that I've been thinking about so much throughout the last days. But I've got to realize this, and this is how we can elevate all of us throughout self-effort. And now I'm thinking about all the greatest throughout history, from Jesus to Henry Ford, the titans from the last century, and even beforehand that, Gandhi. All the greatest motherfuckers out there, bro. Every one of them, common theme, they've been doing unhuman effort in order for them to get to that place. And it is not about them, and it is not about us. But perhaps at the end of the day, it is about what we can do with this life that has been given to us, and what we can really give to society with this life. Because who the fuck? No one gives a fuck about you, man. Forget about your fucking self. Try to think about that. What the hell can you do with that life? What the heck can you do with this life? So therefore it would make someone else's life worthwhile. Because maybe that way you wouldn't have to oversleep and all that shit. You wouldn't have to drink because you would have a purpose. Love.